Welcome back to WUAB 43 Forum. Listen to these amazing but disturbing numbers. Arthritis affects some 50 million Americans, including 300,000 children. More than 1 million people right here in Northeast Ohio have been diagnosed with this painful disease. As bad as that is, there is help, and you can get it from the Arthritis Foundation of the Great Lakes region. My guest to talk about this disease is Kelly Donahue and Emily Winter. Emily is the adult honoree of the 12th annual Cleveland Walk to Cure Arthritis. She was diagnosed at just 6 months old. Kelly is from the Arthritis Foundation. Ladies, so good to have both of you here. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
All right, what I always like to do when I have somebody new on the show is to have them tell us a little bit about themselves. And since Kelly, you are the newest person here, you know, Kelly has been here a number of times. Tell us a little bit about who you are.
I am Emily Winter. I am 26 years old. I've had arthritis my whole life, and it's just learning how to live with it and not have it overtake my life. You know, it's the big phrase is, you know, I have arthritis, but arthritis doesn't have me. You know, there are often times where I do a lot of physical activities, and as I'm doing them, it doesn't really bother me as much. But then the day afterwards, you know, I have a lot of pain and I have to kind of pay for it. And so it's just finding out the balance of, you know, what matters most and what I should put forth that extra energy into and what I can sacrifice the next day to recover from it.
Thank you for that. Kelly, tell us more about arthritis itself. What is it? What kind of disease is it? And we know about some of the numbers here.
You really helped us to frame it with your statistics, Harry. Arthritis is a serious, chronic disease, painful, affects nearly 1.3 million people right here in northeastern Ohio, young people just like Emily, and younger children, babies, all the way up to our senior citizens. So this is a disease that has no age barriers, affects every age group in our society. Learning more about the disease, taking control of it, and helping to make those days that Emily described as days she has to pay for it after living her life, we want at the Arthritis Foundation to make those days few and far between.
Do we know what causes arthritis, and is there a cure for it?
There is no cure for arthritis. That's why the Cleveland Walk to Cure Arthritis is so important in our community. We'll be raising funds to help fight for a cure for arthritis. The disease is caused by inflammation, by wear and tear on our joints. There are so many factors that lead to a diagnosis of arthritis, whether you have osteoarthritis, which is that wear and tear version of the disease, or inflammatory arthritis like rheumatoid arthritis or juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, caused by a whole host of other factors. The Arthritis Foundation is here to help you.
Tell us about some of the programs that you have, and Emily, we'll get you back into the conversation shortly.
We have so many programs that can help people of all ages with arthritis. Educational programs like our Arthritis Expos that bring arthritis topics to the community. Those are free programs where we partner with a community hospital system to bring cutting edge information to the community. Then we have some programs that take a deeper look at arthritis, like rheumatoid arthritis just diagnosed. That's for people who have been diagnosed within the last couple of years and who are really looking for a way to manage this life-changing disease. And then we have our Breaking the Pain Chain, which is another in-depth management course geared to help people manage their arthritis pain better with their healthcare provider. Most people with arthritis come to the Arthritis Foundation looking for a way to manage their pain. It's the biggest question that we get from people who reach out to us. So Breaking the Pain Chain helps them to really take a deeper look at how they can help manage their pain on their own and with their healthcare provider.
In America, it seems to me that we're not very good at pain management. Oftentimes, physicians are hesitant to give out really strong medications for fear that people will abuse them, get hooked on them, and then their lives really will go out of spiral. And then the other things is that we try to self-medicate over the counter. We see on TV and other places all these drugs that say, take this for this and you'll be all better. That may or may not be true. I don't want to get into the efficacy of all of that. But the bottom line is that arthritis is a debilitating disease that can force you to change how you live. And Emily, tell me a little bit more about how you cope. I mean, you may want to go out and do something physical, skate or play basketball or swim, and then, as you say, the next day you're going to pay for it. How do you decide what to do and when you're willing to pay the price for having that pain?
A lot of the times I kind of just do everything, and I have a hard time saying no because I don't want to be left out, you know. So I want to make sure I'm putting forth as much effort as I can, and sometimes the day afterwards I just have to take it easy, but even the next day I'm still going forth with my normal life and you know, attending family functions, attending work, and everything of that nature.
Now, is it hands, feet, legs? Where are you being
I actually do have arthritis from head to toe. I did have a total hip replacement when I was 22, and so I'm just still going off of that, and it's very interesting being 22 and trying to figure out, you know, where do I go to see a surgeon to get my hip done, and then all the reaction you get from anybody day to day, even if it's family, of, oh my goodness, you're 22, and yet here you are recovering from surgery. So.
And we normally think of arthritis being an old person's disease, or at least an older person's disease, where, you know, they've lived a little bit, and because of whatever, you know, the hands will, you know, seize up on them, and the legs and the knees and that kind of thing. But I was very interested to see 300,000 children, and that's a lot. And most of us don't think about children being affected by arthritis.
Absolutely. That statistic, 300,000 children, is a huge statistic that people are generally surprised to hear. People do think of arthritis as only a disease of growing older. It's something inevitable. We should just be quiet and accept arthritis as we get older. But I think when we really reflect on Emily and having a hip replacement at age 22, that's a statistic that the Arthritis Foundation wants to help eliminate. Emily's situation, having a total hip replacement, total joint replacement at such a young age, is something that we're seeing more and more of as more and more people in their 20s, 30s, and 40s are being diagnosed with arthritis. It's serious, and I think that people who hear her story are going to give arthritis a second and third thought.
And that's important. In regards to arthritis, in dealing with it, we sometimes find ourselves just sort of, as you say, dealing with it rather than getting the kind of treatment and reaching out to an organization like the Arthritis Foundation. Tell us again about this Walk to Cure Arthritis that's coming up, when it's going to be held, where it's going to be held, and how folk can get involved if they'd like to.
This is a great and fun annual event. The Cleveland Walk to Cure Arthritis is on Saturday, May 9th at 9 a.m. at the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo. Wonderful venue and such a fun place to be. People can register by calling the Arthritis Foundation. They can go online and register online as well. We'll have all that information on our website, www.arthritis.org. We want people to come and walk as an individual, join a team, form a team. Come out with your family and friends or your coworkers. Be part of this wonderful event.
All right, we're going to talk more about that after the break, all right? All right, thank you. Welcome back. Time is running out, so let me give the floor to my guests to talk about anything they want to, or something they may want to reiterate. Now, Emily, you talked earlier about having had arthritis since you were 6 months old and having a hip replacement at the age of 22. That's a lot to have to bear all of your life. What inspiration can you give to others, other young people who are dealing with this?
I would just say don't let it restrict you at all. And I know it can be very painful, and there are definitely different severities of it. But overall, the best thing you can do is just keep going with your normal life, and don't be afraid to join a soccer team or to do sports or to go out with your friends at night. You know, it happens. Life happens, and if you're gonna, there's no point of just sitting around and letting it pass by. So do your best to. Sometimes it's just best to struggle through that pain, honestly.
Thank you. And in speaking of that, exercise, good nutrition, good health, those kinds of things help one deal with this better, right?
Absolutely. Exercise is one of the best ways that people with arthritis can manage their disease and manage the pain. Sometimes people with arthritis think, oh, I can't exercise, it will make my joints hurt more. The truth is that exercise can really help people reduce their pain. It's been proven, and the Arthritis Foundation really supports people looking into and taking control of the disease through exercise.
We have less than a minute, so again, tell us about the Arthritis Walk to Cure, the Walk to Cure Arthritis.
That's coming up at the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo on Saturday, May 9th, 9 a.m. Register at www.arthritiswalkcleveland.kinterra.org. We'd love to have everybody out there.
So there's still time, and folk can form, as you said, groups, support groups, and march with T-shirts, whatever they want to do, right?
Absolutely. Come out, support someone that you know or love who has arthritis, form a team, really tell the world that you want to fight for a cure for this disease.
Excellent. And David Whitman and I are going to be there. We are there every year. It's a wonderful venue, seeing all the animals there and all the good people out there. So come on out, everybody. Thank you so very much. As we wrap up this program, this morning's program, thanks to our guests, thanks to the crew, and without a doubt, thank you for all the watching that you do. We really do appreciate it. Hit me up on Twitter at HarryBoomer19 and like me on Facebook. I'll see you next Sunday morning at 6:30 for another edition of WUAB 43.4. And be well and take good care.